Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on Miscellaneous Algebra Part 2. A special puzzle to warm up the brain cells is on the next slide. The answer will be given at the end. Enjoy. What is the meaning of the following? Good luck with it and see how you go. This video is a continuation of the previous video. A number of examples involving algebra are presented to consolidate understanding. Solve the following equations. 3m plus 7 equals 22. We saw in an earlier video when you have this situation here with the plus sign, subtract 7 from both sides. That gives us 3m equals 15. Divide both sides by 3. Of course here division is the opposite of multiplication, or the inverse of multiplication. So m equals 5. 9 outside of m minus 4 equals 40. Remove the grouping symbols to get to this line. Add 36 to both sides to give us this line. Divide both sides by 9. And the answer is m equals 8 and 4 over 9. M squared equals 8. So m equals plus or minus the square root of 8. And we saw in earlier videos that the square root of this surd can be represented as 2 the square root of 2. So m equals plus or minus 2 the square root of 2. Here we have 5 outside of y minus 3 equals 3 outside of y plus 13. Remove the grouping symbols to arrive at this line and manipulate some expressions. For example, if we take the 3y, that means we subtract 3y from both sides and then we add 15 to both sides. That gives us this line here. So from here to here, all we do, first thing we do, it doesn't matter what order you do it in, you subtract 3y from both sides and you add 15 to both sides. So that gives you that line. When you simplify, you'll get to this line. When you divide both sides by 2, you'll get to that line. Number E, 4m plus 9 all over 3 is 27. If we multiply both sides by 3, that gives us 4m plus 9 equals 3 times 27. 4m plus 9 is 81. So 4m equals 72 when we subtract 9 from both sides. Therefore m equals 18 when we divide both sides by 4. Here we have this equation here. And basically we have seen many of this before, many of these examples. That's basically a parabola. And if you look at this part here, we need that part to be 0, so x equals negative 4. And then you look at that part there, we need that part to be 0, so that means x equals plus 3. So if x equals negative 4 or x equals plus 3, you will have 0 as an answer. Here we have this three terms here, the trinomial, and in the form of an equation. So all we do is factorize that to give us that line there. And then in a similar fashion to here, x equals plus 4 or x equals plus 5. X squared equals 64, so x equals plus or minus the square root of 64, so x equals plus or minus 8. If x squared equals 6x, we subtract 6x from both sides to get to this line. We factorize to get to that line, and we see that x equals 0 or x equals plus 6. If we consider y equals 7x minus 8, and we want to make x the subject. So let's add 8 to both sides to give us y plus 8 equals 7x. Divide both sides by 7. That'll give us y plus 8 over 7 equals x. And to make x the subject, you put it on the left-hand side. So that is exactly the same as x equals y plus 8 over 7. So remember, when you make x the subject, you put it here on the left-hand side. Here's a little problem involving area. A garage is to be built near a house. If the garage is x meters long and the width is 3 meters less than the length, what is the area of the garage in square meters? So here's the length, x meters. Therefore the width must be x minus 3 meters because it's 3 meters less than the length. So it's x minus 3. We know area is length times width, which is x times x minus 3, which is x squared minus 3x square metres. The answer to the puzzle, what is the meaning of the following? Splitting hairs. I bet you like that one.